erosion happened here. I guess the only reason these trees survived is because of this gabions. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching me from. It's 4:46 p.m. East African time, and I have decided, just because the rains have subsided, the rains have given us a short break, to go down to the river and see how it is done. This small stream of water has raised havoc for the last few days to the residents of Kitengela and at the river, and lives have been lost and property has been carried away by the water. So come with me and let's see how the river is doing right now. Being a Sunday afternoon, I'm not working, so I've been at home and decided, well, let me try and take a walk to the river. See, some streams are forming from nowhere just because of the rains. Muddy everywhere. Let's go down to the river. As we walk, you can even hear it right now. The best thing about the rains is that when it rains, this place is so beautiful. But as they say, too much of everything is dangerous. Too much rain, havoc. I wonder why people are not taking precaution. When it wasn't raining, maybe gabions and maybe those who were building near the river would have built their houses somewhere else, at least on higher grounds, because you never know what to expect. This place is so beautiful, as you can see. You can hear the raging waves of the water from here. It's not the river we're used to. Right now, no one is able to cross from here. If you try to cross from here, you risk your life. This water is able to sweep you off your feet. And you see, because of the rock, there is no way you can save yourself. When the water hits you on the rocks, then you are gone. Look at this. This amount of water is able to sweep off even the cars. Look at the power of the water. Even the big rocks here cannot contain its speed. Wow. Massive amount of water. Go down and see the other part of the river. If it doesn't rain, I'll be able to take you to the bridge. A few days ago, the bridge was impassable. Nobody would pass. Not even the heaviest trucks, even loaded, they wouldn't pass because the water was over the bridge. I'm gonna be taking you there in a few if it doesn't rain. There has been trees here, as you can see, but you can never underestimate the power of the water, especially when it rains. Most of the trees were uprooted by their roots. Look at this. Look at this. Any water that has the power to uproot this kind of a tree, an acacia tree, then is able to sweep you off your feet anytime. Just look at this. This size of a tree would not hold the power of that water. And it's not only one tree, there is another one underneath. There were several trees here. And as you can see, they've been swept away. If there were no trees, which means if there were no trees, this water was able, was even able to carry anything that would come its way. If the trees were not here to protect it, maybe to break down its power. That's why it's reasonable for us to plant more trees along the bank of the river. Look at this. These are 2 trees which have already been swept away, and others are gone. There were many trees here. That's the power of water, especially when it rains. And it's eroding here, as you can see. It's already eroding, because the trees cannot even contain the water, the amount of water that has been gushing through this place. Even on the other side of the bank, all trees are down. I mean all trees, not some of them, have been swept away. Again, this is Kenya, this is Kitengela. This river separates the Machakos County and the Kajiado County. It's in between the Machakos County and Kajiado County, just along the southern part of Nairobi National Park. This was not a joke. I wonder how many trees have been swept away. It's a bit calm here, but as we go down, it gets noisier. There's some kind of a fall down there, as you can hear. This is the kind of damage that unprotected land can incur just because of rains and too much water. Hope these factories here are not affected by the waters, because as you can see, the river banks were full and the water was even out here where I'm stepping right now. You couldn't walk over here. The rainy season is a blessing. Same way, the rains can be a disaster when you're not well prepared for it. How do you prepare for the rains? At least plant trees to strengthen our riverbanks, where the water is passing. Make sure that we build gabions. Gabions are able to hold, in a few I'll show you what gabions are. They are able to hold massive power from the waters of the rivers. So when you build gabions, we at least we protect the land from draining away, maybe eroding. So there are better ways. If maybe you build your house on the riverbank, that's the time that you should consider moving to higher grounds, because you never know what amount of power the water might come with, and you might end up being swept away, you and your family, and losing valuable properties, or even losing your life. So on this rainy season, let's consider safety first. Let's continue our walk. I dare go and walk here because the water was all the way up there. At least the amount of water is reduced, but not so much. It's still raging, it's still strong. Go to the other side of the river. Oh, too much water as you can see. I also got to understand that even when it doesn't rain around this area, I mean in Kitengela or the river, this river is also able to, is still able to, I mean, I also came to understand that even when it doesn't rain here in Kitengela or the river, this river is still able to flood because most of the water doesn't come from here. Most of this water comes from Ngong Hills and Ongatarongai area. So we should always be prepared. We should always expect disasters because the water is coming from way far. This looks beautiful, but it's still dangerous. So much erosion happening around this place. Seems like the rains are coming back. So I better hurry and get back home. Look at this. Look at this kind of erosion now. If only there were trees here, all this amount of soil wouldn't have been swept away. Just look at this. Too much soil erosion. And it's gonna be worse if they don't do something about it. If they would take sacks and maybe put sand or even soil in them and place them on the other side of this piece of land, then that would also protect the land from eroding away. I even doubt the owner knows about this. Maybe since it started raining, they've not visited their land. That's what they do. They buy land and disappear. And then when Mother Nature decides to do its thing, then this happens. A dam is being built here. Natural dam, nobody dunk it. It's done itself because of the erosion. Now let me show you some of the protected areas. Oh, I'm sinking, man. Look at this. Look at what just happened. My boots are all muddy. I stepped on some quicksand. Oh my. Guys, if it wasn't for these rocks, then I guess all this place would have been swept away. Look at this. And this tree was left standing. I wonder what amount of water was rushing through this place, which was able to carry off this place. Wow. Erosion happened here. This place was not like this. So much soil is gone, which means all this land is under threat. If it rains again and something has not been done, then it will be swept away to the river, and then the river bank will expand. This tree survived, a few more trees here. Let me show you the reason why that tree survived. I mean, the reason why it survived this amount of water. I guess the only reason these trees survived is because of this. Gabions. There was too much water, but the tree survived just because of these gabions. When I talk about prevention, this is what I mean. What you can see is what I mean. By the look of this place, you can see, or you can even guess, how strong the waves were here. But see, you see, these trees survived just because of these gabions here. as you can see. I wish this could also be done in the other areas where people are facing this disaster right now. I don't think it's hard work to build gabions. All lives matter. And I guess whatever it takes, or even whatever amount of money it takes to build this, it's worth it, as you can see. A wire mesh and rocks which are all over. And I guess this is the only thing that saved this bridge from being swept away. The bridge over there. Action needs to be taken really quick before things fall out of hand. All this can be used to build more gabions and save lives. It's too much amount of water. This is the most protected area of this river. And that's the reason the bridge was not swept away again. They say that water never loses its way, or I mean never forgets its way. But I always say that you can redirect the water to which way you want it to go. These gabions have really saved this place. If it wasn't for this, then disaster would have happened. The bridge is safe, as you can see, and passable. So guys, that is all for today. And from this side of the river, I say thank you for the subscriptions, thank you for the likes, thank you for sharing my video, thank you for always supporting, thank you for even the premiums and the LSS that we're gonna have and we've already had. Thank you for all the support that you've shown and to me. So all I can say is that let's stay safe on this rainy season, especially those who are in Kenya. Let's stay safe, let's be safe, let's take precautions, and let's consider safety first. Thank you.